Weeping cherries are one of the most graceful, beautiful trees in our gardens. But you know, one question that I'm asked is what happens when we get those real tall, straight branches that go up and they don't weep? Does that mean they have to be cut off? Well, let's take a look at this tree. This is a standard weeping cherry, and that means that it is definitely going to have branches that go straight up in the air. But you notice towards the top, they do bend over and weep. And so we don't want to be cutting those off. What you look for in a weeping cherry is this fellow here. This is the big knot. This is the graft that's at the top of the trunk. From this graft, all the branches develop. Some grow straight up, some come out, some weep immediately. If all the branches are developing from the top of this graft, you're going to have a beautiful tree. It's the ones that develop from underneath the graft. Those need to be pruned off. You can see where we've made cuts. Those need to be pruned off because those will go straight up in the air and they will never weep. Let's take a look at a little tree that I don't want tall branches on. This graceful little flowering cherry is already in bloom, but this one is Snow Fountain. And you may notice that here's the graft on it again on top of the trunk, and the branches immediately start weeping down. That's the beauty of this particular little tree. And one thing you always want to do is keep them open. Make sure you prune so that you can see through these trees. This is what makes them graceful. No umbrella cuts. We don't want to do that. Remember our standard trees? You want to keep those nice upright branches. They'll eventually weep. This little fellow, just keep it open and graceful. I'm Phyllis Stevens. That's our great garden tip.